Hi there beautiful souls, Avalon here, and today I wanted to make a witch's oil and I wanted to share the process with you. Now there are countless ways to make a witch's oil. Basically, if you are a witch and you follow your intuition and you're following that soul sound, that soul guidance, then you are going to be making your own version of your witch's oil. And so emphasis on use what you've got. Don't go out and buy anything fancy. Grow it if you can. If you can't, see if you can harvest it naturally. If you can't, then maybe go to the supermarket or the farmer's market to grab a few little bits and pieces here on the cheap, of course, and swap with people as well, because they might have more of something than you have and vice versa. And so there are many, many ways to cultivate a good, amount of ingredients in your witch's apothecary, I guess you could say. And so, excuse me, I'm just going to show you how I do it and how I felt like doing it today. And how I do it today will be different to how I do it tomorrow and the next day and next year, because I just follow my intuition, I follow my guides, I follow my spirit on the day. And I've got to tell you, the one thing that I do always use when making a witch's oil, well, the two things I should say that I always use when making a witch's oil is mandrake and dragon's blood. Everything else is a little something extra. Everything else is a little layer of magic that I wanted to add to it, to give it an infusion, a feel, an energy, a vibration, whatever it is you want to call it. And basically, let's go and get it done. I've grabbed my roughest mortar and pestle, and I say this because I will be grinding some roots today. Yummy coffee. I have placed my spirit crystal on top of the mix, and I will now sing each ingredient awake. I encourage each and every one of you to do this in your own way. Soul songs are exactly that. They are personal and they are from the soul. And so cultivating your own is extremely important and very nourishing. Okay guys, so I have completed my witch's oil, and it's this one here. I just repurposed a Bush Flowers remedy bottle and just whacked whatever label I could find. I did have plain white ones, but unfortunately I couldn't find them, and so I used a Kiki K one. It's not pretty, but it will do, it will suffice. And so I'm going to give it a little shake, and I'm going to bless this under the full moon. It's got a couple of days until the full moon, and I'm just going to pop it on my shelf and let it just, soak up the beautiful energies that is my space. And and I might put it in the middle of a crystal grid or something like that and just work on it until the full moon, and then I'll leave it out there and then it'll be great to go. So giving it a little shake every day and agitating it. This is obviously not an oil to put on your body, guys. So just in case anyone was wondering, I'm sure that that's common sense considering the ingredients that I put in there, especially mandrake, that it's a toxic herb. So it's not one for anointing your body, but it is one for anointing things and candles and talismans and charm bags and, you know, tools and etc. And whatever leftover mix you have, and I have quite a bit left over, then I'm going to put that in a little jar separate, and whenever I use this oil, say on a candle, then I'm going to burn that incense, or I'll add that incense to a mix of incense. So it's just a little something special that I created for the day, and I'm calling it my witch oil because I feel like doing so, and because to me it brings that just energy of the witch. I've put in some great little herbs here that I love to work with. These are some of my favorite herbs. Not all of my favorite herbs, but some of my favorite herbs, and so that's what I encourage you to do. But like I said, I love to use mandrake and I love to use dragon's blood, but I've put a whole bunch of things in here, and I consider that to be awesome. So go ahead and make your own and let me know, and if you feel like sharing it, then by all means do so. Much love, many blessings.